breaks all the tiles and asks Ryukayo,
You think that was a test? It was just a stupid stunt. Hey, Kaio Ryu, what do you think?
I think I am very high, all because of smoking marijuana made from Retsu's 4,000-year-old Chinese technique. Otherwise, there is no other stuff that can make me high enough to actually see you perform.
RickWa reacts.
What up, folks? Tis RickWa, and for this video's reaction, I'll be reacting to Baki Fights in a Nutshell by AR Manga. So, I'm sure it's definitely going to be very funny with this one, because the way this guy goes about with explaining the Baki related stuff in a nutshell is definitely very funny. So, there'll be that at the least, so there's that. But let me switch over to the green screen webcam real quick, folks. Alright, there we go, folks. So, hope y'all are having a wonderful day today as well, too. And also, please be sure to check out AR Manga and check out his channel and any of his other content that he posts, along with any other content creators that I react to as well, too. But before I get started with this video, I'd like to give a very special thank you to everyone for the positive support from watching my videos, to liking my videos, for the positive comments on my videos, sharing my content around, and especially to those who have subscribed to my channel. Make sure to smack the bell button so that y'all know when it is that I'm uploading new content onto my reaction channel. And I greatly appreciate the support thus far and going forward. Y'all are amazingly awesome, folks. Also, definitely can't wait for the new Baki anime to drop. The one where they actually got Baki's grandfather in the mix, aka Yujiro Hanma's dad. So, let's see how that one all goes when that drops at the least. But, continuing on with the video, let's get started, shall we?
During a nice calm night, an average teenager Baki is kissing one of the few girls in the whole anime, Kozue. And the next moment, you see this giant guy named Spec who literally came out of thin air. Pretty realistic. Like, look at him. He's freaking 500 pounds and is approximately 7 feet tall.
Damn.
Like, how in the world is Kozue not able to sense this guy? But it's just another day in the Bakiverse.
Yep, just
I mean,
another
what more
day in
can
the
happen
Bakiverse.
apart from another 7-foot giant Hanayama who is the best wingman and came to help Baki.
Yep.
Now there are two guys. One who literally looks like a person who went to every single war since the dawn of time and won all of them.
Basically.
And the other who looks like a freaking pedophile psychopath who would steal candies from kids just to see them crying and enjoy it. And this girl just keeps kissing. Pretty realistic. Anyways, then Hanayama took Spec to some other place after turning off the audio from Bakiverse for a minute so that Baki and Kozue wouldn't get disturbed. After going away from Baki, Spec starts talking. Like, dude, look at Hanayama. He looks like even his blood doesn't flow without getting stabbed in the stomach 100 times. Spec understands this and helps Hanayama keep his blood flowing by... Yes, there we go. Finally, the blood is flowing. But still, it wasn't enough for Hanayama's warm-up. Then Hanayama tears apart his clothes and shows us the average 17-year-old anime body. Spec then picks up a rock and gives him some more stimulation by shoving the rock in Hanayama's face and breaking a bench on Hanayama. After countless more punches, Hanayama finally got warmed up. And then he punches Spec once and Spec basically goes flying in the air. Just a typical anime fight between a Japanese and American. You guys might be surprised and wondering how Spec goes flying after Hanayama punches him. I know, right? How is this even possible? Because Spec's body should have just gotten out of the distance with a single punch of Hanayama. But after taking Hanayama's punch, Spec somehow stands. The real reason he could actually stand is that he is from Florida. Then Hanayama finally speaks and asks him,
Yo!
I'm just getting started.
and then keeps punching him till Spec says sorry. Puts ammo in Hanayama's mouth An explosion happens, and instead of getting some damn blood from his infinite blood supply, Hanayama transforms into a miniatured colossal titan. Pretty realistic. Then Hanayama politely asks if,
Well then, have you had enough yet?
and kids, this is how calm you should be in your life. Not to say if this ever happens to you will always remain calm. Then Hanayama again punches Spec and sends him flying to a pole where somehow Spec doesn't shock the electricity and the electricity shocks Spec and Spec just passes out. And then Hanayama remembers that he is just a human and falls down to fool us so that we don't suspect that he knows the cheat code to get Titan power. Then Hanayama brings Spec to the police station, freshly cooked with some ketchup on top. The police officials take Spec with them and Commissioner Sonada thanks Hanayama.
Hanayama, we owe you big time for this one.
By the time Hanayama was about to leave, Spec, being the Florida man, gains consciousness, turns off the audio from Bakiverse, kills police officers, trips over Hanayama's car, and beats the shit out of Hanayama's face. Pretty realistic.
Hanayama, we owe you big time for this one.
Then Hanayama, being Hanayama, just goes to punch Spec so that he can again send Spec flying. But when Hanayama steps forward to do the same, Spec shoots Hanayama in the knee. Yup, 5 damn shots to the same knee, and then 3 more shots to the other knee, you know, to make it symmetrical. And then he again tries to shoot Hanayama, but you know, in a more formal way with a gun rather than the DIY method. But Hanayama dodges the shot in the most creative way, and man, then he forgets about ethics, being gentle, and goes all in. Then Spec uses a smoke bomb and gets on top of Hanayama with a rear naked choke. Look at his smile, thinking he will win. Too bad it didn't last long, because Hanayama literally starts ripping apart whatever comes in his way and rips apart Spec's arm and inner thigh. And then, even while crying out of pain, Spec gives him a middle finger. But even with the finger all the way in, no homo, Hanayama gets hold of Spec's neck, and then Spec just passes out. Then Hanayama roars and flexes his unlimited blood supply. And after that, he sleeps with a good smile, because he knows when he is gonna be 120 years old, he is gonna be safely browsing the internet, watching 4,000-year-old Chinese recipes with NordVPN. Because internet has become one of the most basic things that we use to do almost everything, whether we are browsing.
I definitely respect that on how, like, that was a smooth transition into the sponsor ad thing, but yeah, I let it rock for a little bit, but just want to you know, skip through it and whatnot, because that's him, you know, doing his whole, you know, sponsor type of thing, so there's that. But so far, so good. This is hilarious. Pretty realistic in the Bakiverse, right? Yo!
Was his Ryukayo. The match starts with the commentator asking if Yujiro Hanma is qualified or not. Little did he know that this man was even qualified to make everyone his bitch. And the magnitude of this stupidity that Yujiro Hanma was asked to prove his worthiness is comical. Like, look at him. The guy's biceps are bigger than his waist. He looks like the guy who goes into a feminist rally and comes back with a sandwich in his hand and an ironed shirt. Anyways, to put his friends to the test, they asked him to destroy a planet. Roof tiles. 40 roof tiles. Then Yujiro says that it is the first time he is breaking tiles. Glad to know that there is something that he did not break. Yujiro breaks all the tiles and asks Ryukayo,
You think that was a test? It was just a stupid stunt. Hey, Kaio Ryu, what do you think?
I think I am very high, all because of smoking marijuana made from Retsu's 4,000-year-old Chinese technique. Otherwise, there is no other stuff that can make me high enough to actually see you perform a test and not just slap the ministry who wanted to test me. Which sure was true, because look at his eyes, full of 4,000-year-old marijuana. Finally, the action.
die or something like that. Because of 4,000, you know, Chinese marijuana from Retsu. Yo, that's hilarious. Oh, yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yo. That was hilarious. Continuing on.
Starts and Ryukayo tries to hit Yujiro, and before you know it, Yujiro has already pierced his face. Then he proceeds to rip it apart and throw it at the same ministry who asked him to prove his worthiness. Now you guys might be thinking, this guy's face has been torn apart. The match is over, right? No, instead he just tries to hit Yujiro because of the stuff he had smoked that made him think he can touch Yujiro. So to break his myth, Yujiro just kicks him in the face and puts him to rest. Doppo Orochi vs Dorian Kaio. The fight starts with Doppo undressing himself in a fancy way. Quite a nice start. Then Doppo goes on to punch and kick Dorian so hard that it literally changes the dimensions. But quickly enough, Doppo again comes into the previous dimension by punching Dorian with the same hand that got cut a few days ago. And his hand didn't cut just a little bit, it was literally torn apart. But Doppo Orochi finds the father of Kureha Shinogi and gets his hand fixed without any anesthesia. Warrior mentality. And now after a few days, it is perfect and as good as earlier. Pretty realistic. And here I am, still having shoulder pain after doing too many pull-ups. After that, Doppo again punches Dorian, and to our surprise, a bottle comes out of Dorian's mouth. Some strange liquid comes out of the bottle which hypnotizes Doppo. But surprise, surprise, with the power of imagination, Doppo Orochi somehow imagines all the moves of Dorian Kaio to the point that he could literally replicate Dorian's future moves in his mind and fight him in real. Pretty realistic. After that, Doppo starts punching Dorian so hard that it shatters Dorian's ribcage. Then Doppo shatters his knees as well. And Dorian, who was like this at the start of the season,
it's always the same. You make it too easy for me. Will I ever taste defeat?
just starts trembling out of fear. Typical anime character transformation from the first to the last episode. But Doppo doesn't finish off Dorian. Instead, he calls Kato. Just to give you guys context, this is what happened with Kato a few days ago.
Yep. And that all happened. Jeez! Even though it's blurred out, I do remember seeing this fight, and I can like pretty much see.
And then Kato was found in a punching bag, and after diagnosing him, doctors found out that he had
skull fracture, brain contusion, and multiple fractures of the metacarpals. Incomplete
so many different things.
And that's not even a full list of his injuries.
And just after a few days, he is called to give a final blow to this guy who literally got burnt and was still laughing. But somehow Kato just stands up, ready to give the final blow to Dorian, all because of his warrior mentality and G's music. And seeing this, Dorian just accepts his defeat.
Yes, defeat! Defeat at last!
Only to go to the unconscious Kato after an hour and ask him to fight. I have an Instagram and Twitter account as well, guys, so if you liked this content and want to see more content from me, like a sneak peek for the upcoming video, you can follow me on social media. I also have a Discord server where you can chat with other anime fans. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, you can like the video and subscribe the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications bell and follow me on social media.
Oh boy, yo. That was hilarious. Good stuff, yo. Oh man, it's especially with that fight with Yujiro Hanma versus that Ryo Kaio dude. And again, I'm sorry. Sometimes I may forget, you know, the names like right, you know, soon after. But y'all catch the drift. That shit was hilarious, though. With the 4,000-year-old marijuana. Oh, that was great. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Oh man, just this kind of stuff, like the Baki verse and, like, you know, anything Baki related in a nutshell. It's hilarious, yo. Good stuff. Oh man, but let me switch over back to the regular webcam real quick, folks. Alright, there we go, folks. Hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. Because that was great. Once again, good stuff to AR Manga for this, so mad props. But either way, if y'all have gotten this far, then the reaction video, I'm basically at the point where I'm gonna skibbity dip, so there's that. But if y'all enjoy this content, I do greatly appreciate that. And, you know, please be sure to leave a like, leave a positive comment, share my content around, and if y'all have not already, please be sure to smack the subscribe button and the bell button so that y'all know when it is that I'm uploading new content onto my reaction channel. And until the next reaction video, folks, peace out.